Hello everyone, welcome to Wings of Physics. Myself, Deepali Kulkarni from PVP Junior College, Pravaranagar, Loni. Today we will start new chapter and name of the chapter, Structure of Atoms and Nuclei. What is atom? The smallest particle of matter, that is called atom. We know that solid, liquid and gases, that is the three states of matter, and the smallest particle of that matter, that is called atom. And what is nuclei? The central core of atom, that is called nucleus. Okay. And firstly, we have to study the different models of atom proposed by different scientists. First model proposed by the Greek philosopher, that is Leucippus and Democritus. In 5th century, they proposed the model of atom, and according to that model, the matter is made up of individual particles, and that is called the atom. That is the first model. Later on, at the starting of the 19th century, the second model of atom, that is proposed by Dalton, that is Dalton's atomic model. According to Dalton's theory, the first assumption is that matter is made up of indestructible particle. What is the meaning of indestructible? Indestructible, that are the particles that do not destroy, ज्यांचा नाश करता येत नाही. म्हणजे हे विश्व अविनाशी कणांचं बनलेलं आहे, ज्या कणांचा आपल्याला नाश करता येत नाही, and that is called indestructible particle. Then, second postulate of this Dalton's atomic theory, atoms of a given element are identical. What is the meaning of that sentence? Suppose first atom, that is hydrogen atom, and second atom of a hydrogen, then they are identical. Suppose oxygen, first oxygen atom, second oxygen atom, then these two atoms of the oxygen molecule, they are identical, and therefore atoms of a given element, they are identical. And third postulate, atoms can combine with other atoms to form a new substance. For example, first atom, that is hydrogen atom, it is combined with oxygen atom, they form H2O, that is nothing but a water, and that is the new substance. And therefore atoms can combine with other atoms. This atom can combine with other atom that form new substance. Water is new substance, and it can combine the new substance. But the first assumptions of this theory that is shown by wrong by Sir J.J. Thomson, and in October 1897, Sir J.J. Thomson performed an experiment while studying the cathode rays. He discovered the electrons. Means in October 1897, the discovery of electron is there by Sir J.J. Thomson experiment, and in that experiment, the two electrodes are there. Positive electrode, that is anode, and negative electrode, that is cathode, and they are evacuated in a glass tube, and the cathode ray particles, they are found, and cathode ray particle, they are the negatively charged particle, and they are nothing but the electrons, and therefore the discovery of electron, Sir J.J. Thomson proved the ratio, charge to mass ratio of electron, and that ratio is also constant. And also he discovered the velocity of electron, that is given by formula V, that is equal to E by E. What is E? E is electric intensity and B is magnetic induction. He applied both the fields simultaneously, electric field and magnetic field, and he also discovered the velocity of electron, and with the help of Sir J.J. Thomson's experiment, we can calculate the charge to mass ratio of the electron and also the velocity of electron. Later on, in 1903, he proposed his model of an atom, and that model is called as Sir J.J. Thomson model of atom. Sir J.J. Thomson model of an atom. Now we have to study that model. Third model of atom, Thomson's model of an atom. Thomson model of an atom. Thomson model of an atom. Now, this model is also called as Plum and pudding model. Plum and pudding model of an atom. Plum and pudding model of an atom. Now, according to this Thomson model, a atom is a spherical and a positively charged. Let us consider a watermelon, and in that watermelon, the inside part is in this manner, and that is that bulky part of that watermelon, that is nothing but a positively charged. Means atom is a positively charged, uniformly charged positive sphere. Means this is the positive charge, and that is uniformly distributed inside that atom, and the negative charge, the seeds of that watermelon, the seeds are present in this manner, and the seeds of that watermelon, they are the electrons. Means they are the electrons, and this red part, that is the positively charged. Positively charged, uniformly charged, positively charged. Okay, and this is the Plum, and this is called also Plum and pudding model. What is Plum? Plum is this negative charge, that is Plum, and this red part, that is pudding. आपण जेव्हा घरी खीर करतो, समजा आपण खीर केली तर त्याचं हे कंटेंट एकसारखं असतं, म्हणजे ते पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज सारखं असतं, आणि त्या खिरीमध्ये आपण ड्रायफ्रुट्स टाकतो, कधी काजू टाकतो, कधी बदाम टाकतो, कधी मनुके टाकतो, तर ते जे काही आहे ते प्लम, म्हणजे ते निगेटिव्हली चार्ज, ते इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत. जे काही आपण टाकतो काजू बदाम ते निगेटिव्ह चार्ज, आणि त्याचं कंटेंट जे काही असतं ते पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज असतं. आणि म्हणून थॉम्सनने काय सांगितलं, तर the atom is spherical in shape, and in that sphere the uniformly distributed positive charge is there, and in that charge electrons are embedded, means they are fixed. The electrons are embedded, they are the fixed. Okay, then second point, the total number of positive charge, that is exactly equal to total number of negative charge. The total number of positive charge exactly equal to total number of negative charge, means that rendering that the atom is electrically neutral. That is the second assumption. And also the third assumptions, that is nothing but the electrons, they can comes out. Positive charge that cannot comes out, but the electron that is having very small mass, and therefore the positive charge that do not comes out, but negative charge means electron can comes out from this model. And these are the assumptions of Thomson's atoms model. Then we have to study the advantage and disadvantage of this model. What are the advantage? First advantage, he discovered the ions and ionic compounds. Okay, according to this model we can discover the ions and ionic compounds. But what are the disadvantage? The disadvantage of Thomson atomic model is that the distribution of the charges according to the Thomson, that is wrong, later on proved by the Rutherford. Okay, and this is all about Thomson's model of an atom. I hope all of you understood this concept very well. Later on, a Geiger and Marsden, they perform an experiment. And what is that experiment? This is the experimental setup. This is the experimental setup of Geiger and Marsden experiment. They are colleagues. Geiger and Marsden, they are colleagues of Rutherford, or we can say that they are the students of the Rutherford. Then this is the experimental setup of a Geiger and Marsden experiment. Then first we have to study the experimental setup. Later on we have to study the observations made by the Geiger and Marsden experiment. Now in this setup, a radioactive substance, the bismuth, that is the radioactive substance that is placed in a lead cavity. This is a cavity made up of lead. Why lead is used? Density of lead is very large and therefore the lead cavity is there, and radioactive substance bismuth is there because bismuth is having mass number 214 and atomic number 83. Now that is the source of alpha particle. We know that alpha particle, that is nothing but a helium nuclei, and it is having mass number 4 and atomic number 2, means 2 protons and 2 neutrons are present in helium nuclei, and alpha particle, they are nothing but a helium nuclei. Then the bismuth, that is the source of alpha particle. Now the alpha particle travels in this manner and collimator is there. Collimator means a lead block, lead sheets are there. What is the use of this collimator? Due to that collimator, the alpha rays produced by this radioactive substance or bismuth, they travel in a straight line manner, and also they travel in a parallel manner. Okay. Now they bombard on a gold foil. Here gold foil is there. Why gold foil is there? The gold foil, gold is a most malleable substance, and due to that we can make thin sheets of gold, and the thickness, that is nothing but 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter, means very thin sheets of gold can be made, and therefore we use here a gold foil. Then gold is malleable substance, and atomic number for gold, that is 79, means it contains 79 protons. Okay. Then the alpha particle, they bombard on that gold foil. Then here the zinc sulfide coating is here. Then zinc sulfide coating, why zinc sulfide is there? Because that zinc sulfide, that is radioluminescent substance, and therefore zinc sulfide is used here. And when that alpha particle, they bombard here, at that time scintillations are there. Scintillations means what? Flash, चमक. ते जेव्हा इथं आदळणार आहेत तर त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला असं फ्लॅश दिसणार आहे, चमक दिसणार आहे, आणि ते सगळं डिटेक्ट कोण करणार आहे? डिटेक्टर. ए मायक्रोस्कोप आहे आणि तिथे कोण आहे? डिटेक्टर आहे. देन दी scintillations, they are detected with the help of detector, or in microscope a detector is there and we can observe the observations. Then observations found by the Geiger and Marsden experiment is that first observation, most of the alpha particle, first observation, most of the alpha particle, they traveled in a straight line, means without distracting, they travel in a straight line. Most of alpha particle, they travel in a straight line. This indicates that the most of the space is empty space here. म्हणजे अणूमध्ये खूप सारी जागा रिकामी असते, म्हणूनच हे अल्फा पार्टिकल अजिबात डेव्हिएट न होता सरळ इथं आदळतात आणि आपल्याला चमक पाहायला मिळते, ते डिफ्लेक्ट होत नाहीत. त्यानंतर सेकंड पॉइंट, that is 0.40% alpha particle, they made the, or they are diffracted through the scattering angle that is less than 0.1 degree. 14% जे काही पार्टिकल्स आहेत, हा अँगल जो आहे हा स्कॅटरिंग अँगल आहे आणि ते 14% पार्टिकल हे 0.1 डिग्रीपेक्षा छोटा स्कॅटरिंग अँगल प्रोड्यूस करतात. हे दुसरं ऑब्झर्वेशन आहे. कशाच्याद्वारे? तर गीगर-मार्डसन एक्सपेरिमेंटच्या द्वारे. त्यानंतर थर्ड, 1 out of 800 8,000 8,000 अल्फा पार्टिकल पैकी एक पार्टिकल that is deflected through greater than the 90 degree scattering angle. बघा, 8,000 पैकी एक अँगल हा 90 डिग्री पेक्षा जास्त स्कॅटरिंग अँगल तयार करतो. याचा अर्थ काय बघा, तर इथं मोस्ट ऑफ द पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज दॅट इज कॉन्सन्ट्रेटेड. बघा, याच्याहून प्रूव्ह काय होतं, तर असा पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज हा खूप छोट्याशा जागेत कॉन्सन्ट्रेट झालेला आहे, हे त्याच्यावरून प्रूव्ह होतं. आणि थर्ड, दी 1 out of million म्हणजे मिलियन पैकी बघा एक पार्टिकल दॅट इज रिटर्न बॅक थ्रू 180 डिग्री. म्हणजे 1 मिलियन मधला एक पार्टिकल 180 डिग्रीने मागे येतो. याचा अर्थ काय बघा, तर मोस्ट ऑफ दी मास दॅट इज कॉन्सन्ट्रेट इन ए व्हेरी स्मॉल स्पेस. म्हणजे हा जो पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज आहे, म्हणजेच याचं जे काही मास आहे हे खूप छोट्या जागेत कॉन्सन्ट्रेट झालेला आहे आणि म्हणून येणारा अल्फा पार्टिकल हा पॉझिटिव्हली चार्ज आहे आणि इथं असलेलं पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज, त्यामुळे त्यांच्यामध्ये फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन तयार होतो आणि मिलियन मधला एक पार्टिकल त्या फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शनमुळे बरोबर मागे येतो आणि म्हणून या सेंटरला खूप सारं पॉझिटिव्ह मास हे कॉन्सन्ट्रेट झालेलं आहे, असं त्यावरून ऑब्झर्वेशन तयार होतं. आणि या पद्धतीने आपल्याला गीगर आणि मार्डसन एक्सपेरिमेंटद्वारे जे काही ऑब्झर्वेशन्स केले गेले ते एक्सप्लेन करता येतात. आणि मग याच्याच आधारे रुदरफोर्डने त्याचं ॲटॉमिक मॉडेल मांडलं आणि आता आपल्याला ते शिकायचं आहे. देन नाव वी हॅव टू स्टडी द रुदरफोर्ड्स ॲटॉमिक मॉडेल. व्हॉट इज द रुदरफोर्ड्स ॲटॉमिक मॉडेल? रुदरफोर्ड atomic model. Rutherford atomic model. Now in this model, the central part of the atom that is called nucleus. This is the nucleus and radius of nucleus that is 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Radius of nucleus 10 raised to minus 15 meter. That is nothing but 1 femtometer. And radius of this atom, that is, this is the radius of nucleus. This is radius of nucleus. And 10 raised to minus 10 meter, that is the radius of atom. This is the radius of atom. Now 10 raised to minus 10 meter, that is the radius of atom. This is the total radius, 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Now the nucleus is the positively charged central core and most of the mass, means 99.9% mass, that is concentrated at the nucleus. And this is very small part, nucleus is very small parts, and all positive charge, that is nothing but proton, is concentrate here. And the radius of this nucleus, that is 10 raised to 5 times smaller than the radius of the atom. Means this is very small. And electrons are revolving, they are revolving around this nucleus in a circular path, like the planets are revolving around the sun in a solar system. जसं सोलर सिस्टीम मध्ये सगळे ग्रह याच्या भोवती फिरतात, सूर्याच्या भोवती फिरतात, तसे या न्यूक्लियस भोवती इलेक्ट्रॉन फिरतो असं रुदरफोर्डने सांगितलं. मग आता बघा, तर हे जे काही म्हणूनच थॉम्सनने जे डिस्ट्रीब्युशन सांगितलं होतं ते रॉंग झालं का रुदरफोर्डने सांगितल्यामुळं, आणि म्हणून ह्या गीगर आणि मार्डसनच्या द्वारे रुदरफोर्डने, ह्या एक्सपेरिमेंटच्या द्वारे रुदरफोर्डने आपलं स्वतःचं अणूचं मॉडेल इथं मांडलं आहे आणि तेच आपण ॲक्सेप्ट केलं. त्याच्यानंतर बोरने त्याचं ॲटॉमिक मॉडेल मांडलं. मग आता याच्यामध्ये काय बघा, तर जी काही थॉम्सन एक्सपेरिमेंटमध्ये सांगितलं होतं की पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज असा सगळ्या भागात विखुरलेला आहे, म्हणजे याची व्हॉल्यूम डेन्सिटी होती. थॉम्सननी काय सांगितलं, पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जची व्हॉल्यूम डेन्सिटी स्मॉल आहे कारण खूप जास्त जागेत तो विखुरला गेलेला आहे. तसं रुदरफोर्डने काय सांगितलं की चार्ज डेन्सिटी ऑफ पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज इज व्हेरी लार्ज, म्हणजे खूप कमी जागेत सगळा पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज आहे. हे दोन्ही मॉडेलमधला फरक आहे. थॉम्सनने सांगितलं पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जची डेन्सिटी ही स्मॉल आहे आणि रुदरफोर्डने काय सांगितलं, पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जची डेन्सिटी ही खूप जास्त आहे. आणि हा ह्या दोन मॉडेलमधला फरक आहे आणि म्हणून आपण ॲक्सेप्ट कोणतं मॉडेल केलं, तर रुदरफोर्डचं मॉडेल ॲक्सेप्ट केलेलं आहे. तर या पद्धतीने आज आपण अणूचे वेगवेगळे मॉडेल शिकलो. तर बघा, पहिलं आपण ल्युसिपियस आणि डेमोक्रेटिस मॉडेल शिकलो की जे 5व्या शतकात मांडलं गेलं. 19व्या शतकात डाल्टन्सचं अणूचं मॉडेल मांडलं गेलं. त्याच्यानंतर सर जे थॉम्सनचं मॉडेल मांडलं गेलं, ज्याला प्लम अँड पुडिंग मॉडेल म्हणतात. आणि नंतर रुदरफोर्डचं ॲटॉमिक, नंतर गीगर आणि मार्डसनने एक्सपेरिमेंट केला आणि मग रुदरफोर्डने त्याचा आधार घेऊन आपलं ॲटॉमिक मॉडेल मांडलं गेलं. तर थॉम्सनचे स्टुडंट रुदरफोर्ड आणि रुदरफोर्डचे स्टुडंट गीगर आणि मार्डसन आहेत, किंवा त्यांना कलिंग्स म्हणलेलं आहे तुमच्या पुस्तकात, पण ॲक्च्युली दे आर दी स्टुडंट ऑफ दी रुदरफोर्ड. तर या पद्धतीने आपल्याला हे सगळे वेगवेगळे अणूचे मॉडेल शिकता येतात. आय होप ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड ऑल ऑफ दिस मॉडेल ऑफ an atom very clearly. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe my channel, and also put down your comments in the comments box. Thank you very much.